Hey up, you beautiful buggers, how the devil are we all doing? It's tickling Nan's G-spot. Jesus Christ, you guys need some bloody help, like professional help, for God's sake. Anyhow, welcome to this week's Top 5 Camps. As ever, we've got some absolute stunners lined up for you. So sit back, relax, and get ready for this week's dose of masochism. In the number 5 spot this week, we have Twisted Rose with Grandpa's House Camp. And I'm not going to lie, Twisted, with a name like that, if I don't see a mantelpiece full of trinkets and stains on the floor that smell of cat piss, I'm going to be really disappointed. Now, exterior-wise, I'm really liking this. It's quite simple, but it's a really nice use of the Helvetia set. It strikes me as quite accurate as well, even down to the porch where Grandad can sit and, shout at kids for kicking the football onto his lawn. The garage is also really accurate as well. You've got the car in there with more rust on it than the Titanic. And I bet if anybody comes round to ask to buy said car, he'll say, no, I'll get it done someday. Grandad, you're 96-year-old. You've got a bad back. Just let it go. Sell it to somebody who will actually use it. You've got about 3 months of life left on this earth. I mean, come on. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, exterior-wise, I think you've nailed it, Twisted. Let's go into the interior and hunt for some fecal material. Okay then, right. Wow, this is actually really different than I'd expect it to be. It looks really clean. Yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, yes, the carpet in the living room is a little bit, old looking, but Grandad's got himself a flat screen. Fair play to him. I bet that volume's set at 87 at all times, isn't it? Anyhow, the kitchen is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, you've done fantastic work with this one. It looks like you've put a lot of time and a lot of thought into the merges that you've done in there, but it comes out really, really nice. Yeah, I like the effect on that. Overall, Twisted, you've done a bloody good job on this one. Like I say, it's very, very accurate. I'm telling you, if by some miracle I hit old age, this is the kind of arrangement I'd have going on at my house. Aye, spot on. Twisted, thank you very much for entering this week, and congratulations on the number 5 spot. Very well deserved indeed. Now then, before we take a look at the number 4 spot, your judge this week is Wastelander84. I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description. If you could all head on over there, show him some love, I'm sure it would be very much appreciated. Anyhow, back to the top 5. And coming in the number 4 spot this week, we have Vix with the Enclave Tower. And guys, I mean, the first thing about this is, wow, it certainly looks different to the stuff we're usually used to seeing, doesn't it? Of course it does. Towers were once quite prominent in 76, however, you just don't seem to see them these days. So yeah, it's nice to have one, coming around in the top 5. And with it being an Enclave theme build, I think that just adds to it. I can smell the war crimes from here. Personally, my favourite thing about this exterior is the helipad up on the roof. Aye, I really do like that, and it must have taken a little bit of work to get that right. The structure itself isn't exactly straightforward either. Those slopey boys up there, they are an absolute bugger to work with. So yeah, top marks there. The interior, though, is where this thing really shines, in my opinion. We've got a nice little welcome desk here. Simply lovely. And American viewers, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that in most US offices, a gun cabinet filled to the brim with military-grade equipment is standard fitment. Like I said, let me know. I've never been to America before, but this is how I've always imagined it. Yeah. Vix, I think you've done a fantastic job with this one. Like I say, it's quite rare to see tower builds these days, and the way you've decorated it is absolutely perfect. Thank you very much for entering this week, and congratulations on the number 4 spot. Very well deserved indeed. In the number 3 spot this week, we have Moonlight Cowboy, or in the case of Christian Del Toro, Moonlight Cowboy. And yeah, as you can see, guys, if you've seen any of Cowboy's builds before, you'll recognise the style right away. Now, this build is absolutely gorgeous. I really can't fault it whatsoever. And trust me when I say they are an absolute pain in the arse to do. You can't use floors, and yeah, it's just a bloody nightmare. But as ever, Cowboy makes things look really easy, and he's actually done a tutorial for this. So yeah, if you fancy kicking yourself in the penis repeatedly, have a look at the link in the description, and yeah, it'll show you how to be a masochist. As well as the exterior, the interior is really nicely done as well. It all fits in with the shape of the actual build itself. Does that make sense? No, it really doesn't. What are you going on about, TNG? Waffling on like a madman's shit, but anyhow, I digress. Moonlight, I love this build, pal. As ever, you've absolutely nailed it. You really have mastered this kind of build, and yeah, there's nothing really bad I can say about it. Thank you very much for entering this week, and congratulations on a number 3 spot. Very well deserved. Read them fellow clam slammers, how you liking the build so far? Personally, as ever, I'm absolutely loving them. However, I bet there's some of you in the comments thinking, you know what, my build could be in the top 5. And that very well may be true, but if I don't see them, then, I can't even consider them, can I? Fortunately, Mon Petit Fleurs, there's a link in the description to my Discord. If you click on that, you'll see where you can submit your camp. And who knows, if you do it, you may be in next week's top 5. There's only one way to find out. Anyhow, enough of next week's top 5, let's get back onto the task at hand. And in the number 2 spot this week, we have Milne with the Modern Living Camp. And guys, first things first, if you've ever seen any of Milne's previous builds, you'll know he's quite a scrappy builder, so to see him doing something like this is actually bloody refreshing. Aye, top marks for moving out of your comfort zone, pal. It's nice to see, buddy, and you've done an absolutely spectacular job with this one, I must say. Exterior wise, I absolutely love the entranceway you've got going down. It looks very, oh yes, grandiose and, yes, I have more money than anybody else kind of look about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Hi, of course you do. There is definitely a smoking room in here with the heads of, endangered species pinned to the wall. If there isn't, then I'm going to be upset. As well as that entranceway, I like what you've done with the windows as well. Those Invertiboy 12,000s, yeah, I'm really liking them. Now, let's move on to the interior and take a gander at what's going on here. And wow, yeah, this is actually... Like I said, Milne is a scrappy builder, so seeing clean stuff like this is quite eye-opening. That front room for a kick-off is absolutely stellar, to steal one of Stole Your Sweet Roll's words. That fireplace, yeah, mwah, chef's kiss. The kitchen as well, again, absolutely gorgeous. I love your backing tiles that you've got going down there and your extractor hood as well. Yeah, really nicely done that, pal. Milne, I'm genuinely very impressed by this. Like I said, you stepped out your comfort zone and you've smashed it, pal. Now, I do like the idea behind the stairs, mate, but I must say I am not a fan of them benches. I mean, not that my opinion matters at all. I'm just some knobhead with a YouTube channel, but yeah, very well implemented, and I'm sure they work perfectly. They're just a little bit too, frolicky and fancy for my liking. But please don't take that as an insult, pal. I couldn't do anything like that using any form of benches. It's just, a little observation. But yeah, overall, bud, I absolutely love this one, pal. I think it's my personal favourite one of the week, if I'm honest. You've done a stunning job with the exterior. It's not too flashy. It's just, it's just right, nice and reserved. And the interior's the same as well. Like I said, I love the fireplace, and I absolutely love that kitchen. Top work, my mate. Thank you very much for entering this week, Milne. Congratulations on the number 2 spot, and very well done for moving away from your usual stuff. Right then, so who's got the number 1 spot this week? It's been a tough one. There's been a load of decent entries, but unfortunately, there can only be one winner. I am, however, going to have to keep you waiting for just a little bit longer, because it's time for this week's honourable mentions. Yes, and for some reason, again, we've got 2 this week. I think that's become, a regular fixture now. Anyhow, the first one this week goes to Jezebels Revenge with the Maze Flower Shop build. And let me say, the design of this one is absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving the little angled entranceway you got going down there. And I also really like what you've done with the overhanging roofs as well. Aye, top notch. Interior-wise, it does exactly what it says on the tin. It's a flower shop, so guess what it sells? Yep, that's right, you at the back, flowers. Jezebel, this is a lovely build. Thank you very much for entering this week, and congratulations on the honourable mention. Very well deserved. Now, the second honourable mention this week goes to Silver__Bunny with the pool house. And guys, that is absolutely fantastic. I love the pool. It's not every day you see a pool in this shape. Most of them you come across in the wasteland are rectangle because, they're easy to build. However, Bunny has spent some serious time on this, and the overall effect is, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Bunny's also made a nice little modern house to go along with it, and overall, yeah, I really do like this camp. Awesome work on this one, Silver Bunny. Thank you very much for entering this week, and congratulations on the honourable mention. Right then, so now we come to the number 1 spot, and who do you think it's going to be? Well, guys, I'm not going to keep you waiting any longer. This week's winner is Goldfinger with the Maya Sanctuary build. And mate, you have done an absolutely stellar job on this one. That looks really bloody nice. Now, personally, I would sooner, chop off a limb than build in the Maya. I really don't like the region. It's dark, it's got uneven terrain. So when I see people actually, braving building here, you get 10 points off me for your masochism. So yeah, fair play to you, Goldie. Now, I absolutely love this build. It looks like it should be in, well, a forest. It fits the surroundings perfectly. And the materials you've used as well, yeah, they look like they was made for this kind of theme of camp. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I have no bloody idea how you've done this. You've got mad angles everywhere, it's raised up in the air. It looks like a lot of effort's gone into it. But the overall effect, mate, is absolutely outstanding. No detail has been missed on this one, even down to the vines you've put on it. It really does look like, well, a sanctuary. The interior is no different either. It feels very cozy, and the stone walls really do give it a nice, you know, vibe about it. I don't know what other word to use. Goldfinger, this is absolutely fantastic work. You can see you've put a lot of time into it, a lot of thought into it, and it's turned out absolutely brilliantly. Thank you very much for entering this week, pal, and congratulations on the #1 spot. And thank you to everybody who entered as well. All your builds are absolutely top notch, and the bar just keeps getting raised higher and higher. Again, thank you very much to you all for entering. As ever, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. The extra support is much appreciated. If that's anything you guys are interested in, there's a link down in the description, as well as links to all my other socials as well. Anyhow, that's it from me, and as we say it north, I'll love you and leave you, and I'll catch you at next one.